I ain't gonna lie, this was inevitable, bro. If you ain't seen Nicki Minaj and SZA eventually beefing, bro, I don't know what to tell you. It's been an issue with Young Money in general watching the success of TDE, and I really think they're recognizing that there's a shift in the industry. Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki Minaj no longer hold the power that they used to hold in this industry. They no longer hold the importance they used to hold in this industry, and you're seeing them scramble to maintain that power as they're witnessing a whole different faction of artists take over. I mean, Nicki Minaj was already going crazy on Twitter for no reason, but now she just attacking SZA for no reason absolutely at all. All because Nicki Minaj decided to wake up and attack TDE. The same way Lil Wayne had an issue with Kendrick Lamar getting the Super Bowl. The same way Drake been trying to interrupt all of Kendrick Lamar's moments. They're witnessing a shift. The people want authenticity. The people want real music. The people don't want this to just be about consumerism no more. And that's Young Money's entire legacy, consumerism.
And mind you, SZA always talks about retrograde, so why did Nicki think this was about her? And mind you, SZA has been talking about retrograde since 2015. So the fact that this woman thought this was about her is crazy. It's literally crazy. And the tweet began when SZA said, "Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, LOL, silly goose." Now Nicki responds to that and says, go draw your freckles back, Pookie. And then hashtag justice for Demore, deposition Perez. And then she says, liar, liar, pants on fire. Sounding like a fucking dead dog. Now SZA replies back and says, I don't give a F about none of that weird ish you poppin'. And after that back and forth with SZA, Nicki does take the station head and she says this.
You are a yodeling fool who needs auto-tune, who done this every female entertainer, it seems, based off of, the screenshots. Take your yodeling ass on somewhere else, bitch. What the fuck? And you done tried to break that man back or something, I think, allegedly. How the fuck did you match the dots every time you put back on the freckles is what we the people want to motherfucking know.
Nicki is literally crazy, but I always forget how funny she is. Of course, they continued with their back and forth because SZA then replies and says, laughing my butt off. Let me go back to being calm, shy, and meek. Y'all have a blessed night. See you tomorrow for a night 2 in Paris, because again, she's on tour with Kendrick Lamar. Now, Nicki replies back and says, shut up, ugly. I'm in a meeting, so I don't know if you're still talking ish or not. So if you didn't, I'll delete this later, ho. And I still have no idea why she thought those retrograde tweets were about her, but it seems like she's on a warpath. But I don't think it stops at SZA. I think she's going after a few more artists.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Now, mind y'all, this is my opinion and my opinion only. I think SZA showing the screenshots of Nicki Minaj reaching out didn't really do her any justice. I think more so her saying that she reached out would have done better than showing the actual screenshots. First of all, you said no response when the guy was obviously overly happy that Nicki texted him, right? And it's like she gave you the chance. She literally said, if she's rocking with it, I'll send over the file. That means you have the chance to say no. So if she reached out, she sent the song over and didn't hear anything back, there's nothing wrong with reaching back out and saying, hey, did you have a chance to check it out? There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do when somebody got sent a song and they have not heard anything back. You're supposed to do that. The same way how Lotto got mad with Nicki, but see, Nicki responded to her. She asked about the record. She said, yeah, I'm not trying to get on this a little bit more provocative than I want it to be. Like, y'all can't keep trying to make Nicki to be this super bad person, bro, when y'all are not seeing it for what it is. She reached out for a feature. There's nothing wrong with that. You chose not to respond to when she sent it to you. She checked in again, and you're saying you didn't respond back to that either? If you wasn't feeling it, you could have just said that. Simple. But y'all want to skip over all that just to say that she's mad because you didn't reach out. Or maybe she's mad because of how you handle business. Or maybe she's not even mad about that. Like, mind you, I'm not no bard, bro. I'm a Young Money fan, but I'm not biased. I'm calling it as I see it. You feel me? I don't think those screenshots help SZA out at all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
Look, that ain't all SZA said, because Nicki was still going on Twitter, and SZA replied. She said, Nicki, you absolutely know my music and what I contribute, because you've asked for features twice to no response. In addition to rapping my lyrics and feeling myself, cooking up that bass, looking like a kilo, LOL, you're having a moment. And I'm not sure why, but be blessed. Now that's how you clear a bitch. Come on, Solana, clock it. It came with receipts and screenshots. Hey, it's Nicki. Minaj. Yeah, how are ya? I'm good, money. What's poppin'? And congrats are in order. Thank you. Is SZA recording right now? Got this hook. I think she would be dope on. Yeah, she heavy into her album. Send it. Okay, I'll send just the hook first. If she fuck with it, I'll send the files to an email. Give me a second. Bet. I'm fucking screaming. And who else was today years old when they realized that SZA had co-writing credits on Feeling Myself? I did not know that. But yeah, SZA, you fucking cleared it. Okay, if y'all had any confusion about who's winning this beef between Nicki and SZA, it's Solana Row. Cause I remember you.
And she won.
You said before.
I'm not gonna lie, the Nicki and SZA beef hurts. I kinda need some privacy during this time. But really, I don't think it's a Nicki and SZA beef. I think it's a Nicki and TDE beef, which is still a part of the Nicki and Jay-Z beef. Nicki will always speak up for Wayne. I know a lot of people don't like that because they say Wayne never protects you, but realistically, I think everyone that knows Wayne just knows that Wayne is a very specific type of artist brain. They don't expect certain actions from Wayne. Now, when the topic of the Super Bowl being in New Orleans this year came up and Wayne thought he was a shoo-in for the job, it went to Kendrick Lamar, where he was also going to be dissing Drake in the worst way possible. To some, for Jay-Z, that was just killing two birds with one stone, and of course, Nicki doesn't like that. Now, I hate when Nicki takes up for their beef because even Drake could say something sometimes on her behalf, but whatever. But we're missing a few key components here. SZA was on Cardi B's first album. I like to call SZA and Cardi the same draft class because that's the time the industry officially accepted them both. But I don't think SZA is an industry plant in the way that Cardi's an industry plant because people don't realize TDE brought control to RCA. And at the time, we were all mad because RCA was pushing Khalid over SZA. We were like, hey! Control organically hit and then the industry accepted SZA. So I see where Nicki's sniffing, but no. At the time, Cardi B was signed to QC, and Cardi B was the girl because QC was the girl. It was Cardi B, the Migos, and the City Girls. I used to call her an amiguette. But over time, everything's from contract renegotiations to jail time to death. It changed QC. QC is no longer. And when you think of who the #1 rap crew is right now, it's TDE. Yeah, partly because of Kendrick destroying Drake in the beef, but also because of SZA. Because of now Doechii. Yeah, that brings me to my next problem with Nicki and TDE. They got all that over there. And Doechii was a barb. I'm not saying Doechii's not talented. I love Doechii for who she is. Shit, I love Doechii for who she was before she was mainstream. However, none of Doechii's success came until she unfollowed Nicki Minaj. None of it. And that's so weird to me because I wish I didn't have to say that. Even though she's like a literal barb, like a stan, and there's literal footage of her saying it. But now they pretend like Lady Gaga's her ultimate influence. All that pisses Nicki off. Yes, Punch has been shady on the internet because Punch is shady on the internet. But if Nicki's gonna come for Punch, SZA's gonna step in the same way Nicki steps in when someone comes for Wayne. So yeah, I don't know. Happy Wednesday.
Oh, the girls are fighting. Nicki Minaj and SZA just exchanged some heated words on social media, and it's getting nasty. SZA tweeted out saying, "Mercury retrograde, don't take that bait, lol, silly goose." SZA's tweet actually came shortly after Nicki Minaj went for TDE's president. I'm going to briefly say this message because I can't fully say it here, but you can probably go look at it online. She said, "Y'all remember the man from TDE who kept bullying me on Twitter for no reason? We have the receipts, lol. I never even responded to him. What was his name again, y'all? I'm going to give him a nickname. I'm going to call him minus 30 million from now on." And it didn't just end here. This exchange was like the beginning. Then SZA tweeted out saying, "I get bullied by millions online every day, then step on a packed stadium tour where people show me real love in real life. My parents are healthy and I'm the most successful I ever been. Get some perspective and bark at a wall." Nicki also took some shots at SZA's appearance and popped off about her own success, saying that she has packed stadiums and has been in the game for a long time. I can move out of the way to let you guys read this. I just don't want to repeat it because the words are kind of nasty. Like, I'm being honest. It's kind of rude. As of right now, SZA has not said anything else. She just said, "LMAO, let me go back to being calm, shy, and meek. Y'all have a blessed night. See you tomorrow for night 2 in Paris." Let me know what you guys think of all this. If I'm being honest myself, I hate to see the girls fighting. I hate to see two female musicians at the caliber that they're at beefing like this. Like, I just don't. But say word, Nicki doesn't like faux freckles. Okay, let me just quickly.
Oh my god, Nicki Minaj and SZA are beefing. And I already told you that they don't fuck with each other, and SZA been hating on Nicki Minaj. And SZA tweeted, "Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, lol silly goose." And she was actually like shading Nicki clearly. And Nicki Minaj responded with, "Go draw your freckles back on Pookie." Like, oh my god. And she said, "Liar, liar, pants on fire," sounds like a fucking dead dog. Like, this is crazy. Like, I feel like the media without Nicki Minaj is nothing. Like, Nicki Minaj keeps us entertained. Like, it's crazy. And she's actually like exposing the whole industry because Nicki Minaj is now like beefing with everybody and like I'm with her on this one. And since I responded, I don't give a fuck about none of that weird shit you're popping. And they always claim that Nicki Minaj is on something and she's not actually. She's just like making clear who she likes and who she don't like in the industry because they have been moving weird since years. And since I've been shading Nicki since years and like Nicki Minaj is like just talking about it. So it seems like Nicki Minaj in 2025, she don't care no more. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. So, and she's going against everybody else. So let me know what you guys think in the comments.
What is happening now? Look, all right, SZA? Like, what the hell does SZA ever do to anybody? Like, literally just opened up Twitter and saw this. Like, what the hell is going on now? First, I assume SZA said Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, oh, silly goose. Don't know what's happening there. If you know, leave it in the comments if you have common sense and you have respect. Then Nicki Minaj goes, go draw your freckles back on, Buki. Justice for Mary Deposition Perez. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Sounded like a fucking dead dog. Child. The response is so funny to me because she's so like weird, like cool, like that weird type of edgy type of cool. So for her to say, I don't give a fuck about none of that weird shit you popping, has me weak. For whatever reason, there is barbs in the replies mocking SZA for having surgery. Mocking SZA for having surgery. My question is, who's next? I honestly thought she was gonna slip and really try to get at Beyonce for real, especially with Jay-Z just performing at her shows in Atlanta, so she's probably even more hot. I'm like, SZA? What the fuck did SZA do?
Rap beef makes sense to me when it's two rappers. Nicki, why are you beefing with SZA? Nicki and Cardi make sense. Nicki and Megan make sense. Nicki and SZA? What did SZA do to you? SZA don't do shit but sing in italics and write about the sun, stars, and niggas. What? Go draw your freckles back on, Buki. Justice for... I don't know who these people are. Liar, liar. Sounding like a girl. Bitch looking and sounding like she got stung by a fucking bee. ... Draws on my fake freckles. She is so... Girl. No, she did not call her ugly. What? I'm in a meeting, so I don't know if you was still talking shit or not. So if you didn't, I'll delete later. Why she called her? Oh, she is not serious, but she's dead ass serious. I don't even have the words. Wait, does SZA think she's more successful than me? Y'all, SZA, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even... Mind you, SZA's only 2 albums in and has accomplished as just as much, if not more, as Nicki. 2 albums in, you're like, what, 4, Nicki? That... SZA... I don't think SZA's the type of girl you want to fuck with. Like, SZA is into spiritual stuff and be casting spells and shit. You in the bars might want to be careful for SZA put a hex on you, bitches. Come on, SZA. I know that's right. You better clap back. I don't give a fuck about none of that weird shit you be popping. Clock it. Come on, double entendre. Because we know Nicki pops a lot of things. Alexa, play pills and potions. I feel like Nicki, she be wanting the rap girls to be for her on Twitter. And most of them just ignore her. But I'm happy somebody told Nicki to shut the fuck up. The downfall of Young Money will be studied for generations. Because all the Young Money is going out old, weird, and broke. Just tragic.
Nicki, here you are again on social media, crashing out, beefing with yet another black woman. I mean, you got to be on that good stuff. I mean, that elite powder for you to be acting the way you're acting at this point. So I guess the flavor of this week is SZA. Simply because SZA tweeted something that you thought was towards you. And SZA responded and said that post had nothing to do with Nicki, that she literally had just got off the stage singing about Mercury retrograde. And Nicki, so what? Even if she did, it's not like you've never inserted yourself in somebody else's business that had nothing to do with you. And typical Nicki, instead of getting in a booth, you get on Twitter with your Twitter fingers twittering back to back to back about SZA and had the nerve to try to body shame her as if you and your bad BBL can talk about anybody. And my thing is, Nicki, you say you're an icon and I will never take that from you. In fact, you are an icon. My question is, when are you going to start acting like it? Oh, Nika, you are 42 years old, and we are tired. Some of your barbs even came out and said they are tired. The question is, when are you going to be tired with beefing with every black female rapper in the game, except JT?
SZA just clapped back at Nicki Minaj 1 hour ago saying, Nicki, you absolutely know my music and what I contribute because you've asked for features twice to no response. In addition to rapping my lyrics on Feeling Myself, cooking up that bass, looking like a kilo. LOL, you're having a moment. I'm not sure why, but be blessed. Followed by a screenshot of what appears to be Nicki hitting SZA's management up, saying, hey, how are ya? I'm good, money, what's poppin', and congrats are in order. Thank you. Is SZA recording right now? Got this hook I think she would be dope on. Yeah, she's heavy into her album. Send it. Now, this was in response to this tweet Nicki made of this repost of SZA basically at the Met Gala trying to get a picture with Rihanna, but Rihanna's like walking away from her. To which Nicki said, LOL, these be the fake girls who talk shit but will run you down for a photo or do shit like this on camera to pretend they're not the hater they really are. I wonder what she was lying about to the interviewer. Man, it's so freeing to really be yourself. He also took straight jabs at SZA, even adding her in this tweet saying, calling someone a clown while drawing freckles on your face and telling the magazine they were real, pretending that was your hair. Wait, who really the clown? I don't think Nicki has seen that recent reply that we just read of SZA, so just wait till Nicki gets a hold of that.